Hello and welcome everybody, and I am back again with another top 5. This time we will be starting off with our non-type kind of different top 5 Pokemon. Without further ado, this top 5, as for any of other top 5 in this channel, is based on my opinion, and if you don't agree, please leave your own top 5 in the comment section below. And without further ado, let's get this discussion going. And additionally, if you do enjoy my content, if you want to check out more stuff on my YouTube channel, please leave a like and subscribe. Without further ado, let's start with the video, shall we? Number 5. And by the way, this is going to be an additional anyway. This is a new layout I'm trying out. This is going to be for my top 5 anime that I will eventually do in the near future. So yes, just let me guys know in the end of the video or in the comment section how you guys like this kind of layout. So number 5 would be Mudkip. For one thing, I love Mudkip's cuteness, adorableness, the derpy design of its evolution Marshtomp, and then the cool badass design for both the Mega evolution and the Swampert. Like, I love everything about Mudkip. I mean, Mudkip just screams cuteness, badassery at the same time. And not to mention, there's also Brock's Mudkip, which is pretty awesome that it's usually used as a locator in the anime. Freaking, I love that moment in the anime. So for me, number 5 would be Mudkip, one of my all-time favorite starter Pokemon in all of Pokemon. So without further ado, let's proceed into number 4. Number 4, I mean, I love crocodiles. Like, I freaking love freaking crocodiles in real life anyway. So, for me, it's no surprise that I would put Totodile in this. So just the badassery of a crocodile kind of Pokemon is just freaking amazing for me. So, yes, he'd wait for that one. And then, one of my favorite, funnily enough, for me, second generation Pokemon games are not really a huge fan of, in terms of I didn't really get through Pokemon since 3rd gen, and then I played through 1st gen, then skipped through 2nd gen, so I never really get around to playing more. I didn't spend a lot of time with the 2nd generation games as a fan. So for me, it's a huge surprise that I freaking love Totodile. Like, I think I only played it twice to 10 times. I'm not sure about that one, but for me, I didn't spend a lot of time playing 2nd gen, and I really barely know anything or like anything about 2nd gen Pokemon aside from the legendaries. Legendaries look always badass for me for the 2nd generations, from the dogs to the birds, and I love everything about the legends. But as for the 2nd generation Pokemon, like the non-legendary, none really stood out for me aside from Feraligatr. Feraligatr is one of those Pokemon, like, just screams badass, cool design, very unique design. When you look at it this way, a lot of the Pokemon that is going to be in the list have a secondary typing, like secondary typing in terms of their final evolution, their middle evolution. But 2nd generation starter for me doesn't stand out because, well, they don't have that secondary typing for their evolution. So for me, the thing that I'm looking for Totodile that I love so much is its design, and of course it's how prominent he is in the anime. Like, the cool dance that he does in the anime back when Ash was still traveling through Johto. Oh my goodness, that was just adorable for me. So with Totodile, in terms of anime design, how cute and how terrifying a crocodile Pokemon can be, just everything about that, it stands out because I was really a huge fan for me for 2nd gen. So just having Totodile stood out amongst the crowd in 2nd generation for me is just chef's kiss to me. So without further ado, number 4 is Totodile. Let's go for number 3. 3 is, of course, Scorbunny. Like, you guys know that I freaking love Scorbunny. The first time I saw Scorbunny in the Sword and Shield trailer, I mean, I immediately thought, oh, I don't care if this Pokemon evolves like none or bilateral or bipedally, but I just want to see him evolve, and it's a cute bunny design. Oh my god, I immediately fell in love with Scorbunny. So for me, you know me, I freaking love Cinderace. I didn't even care if it's gonna evolve bipedally. Like, are you serious? I freaking love Scorbunny in general. So yes, number 3, it's enough for me to put number 3, and plus it's a recent game, so of course I'm gonna be picking something in that game. So yes, without further ado, let's proceed to number 2. Hello and welcome to another top 5 starter middle evolution. Am I recording this the same day? You guys will never know, but I certainly will. So without further ado, as for any of my top 5 in this channel, this top 5 starter middle evolution will be based on my opinion again. And if you don't agree, let's discuss in the comment section below. Tell me, who are your favorite middle evolution starter Pokemon. Without further ado, if you enjoy my content and you want more top 5 videos, which I most certainly plan on doing in the future, please leave a like and subscribe for more Pokemon and anime related content. Without further ado, let's get this discussion going, shall we? With number 5. Last week's top 5 would be top 5 base starter evolution, which is I kind of bashed on the 2nd gen, but you know what? I can't take it back because Quilava, for me, design-wise, is sort of slick. Like, I freaking love, as a design perspective-wise, Quilava is so slick in terms of design. Like, the anime appearance that it has during the Diamond and Pearl anime, where Ash's Cyndaquil evolved into a Quilava, I freaking love that. Not to mention the Dawn also got the Quilava, freaking love that. The design wise, my dude, when I first saw it, I was like, whoa, I feel like that needs to be a poppy Pokemon. Like, I freaking love how cute and slick the design is and how fast it can be. I mean, I do love my Typhlosion, but Quilava is most certainly up there in the top 5 fire type middle evolution. I just love this pure slickness of the design. So yes, number 5 would be Quilava, just purely based on its design. Without further ado, let's proceed into number 4. Dartrix. I mean, I freaking love Butler kind of aesthetic in anime. Like, Dartrix, when I first saw Dartrix in like Sun and Moon trailers back in the day, I immediately thought of a certain Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal character, and that's like a lot of the character in Story Meadows. I do watch the dub for that, so I immediately reminded me. Then when I played the games and watched the anime, then I realized it's not Story Meadows that it reminds me now. It reminds me more of a Butler sort of aesthetic, which makes sense because that is what I'm getting the vibes when it evolves into Decidueye. So of course it makes sense. It's more like a freaking Butler than Tori from Zexal, but regardless, the design for me, it's just so awesome. It's just very joyful. I do love the quirky design of it. So yes, Dartrix for me, and plus Dartrix, I think we don't really get a lot of grass flying type aside from Tropius, and for me, typing wise, I love the grass flying type. I wish that Decidueye would have had the grass flying type, but then again, Ghost Grass or Grass Ghost is actually a really good combination. But I just hope it's more consistent, that it has the same typing. But regardless, Dartrix for me is one of probably the most iconic design in my opinion. I love it when it first revealed, and then I love the typing grass flying type. There's not many, but I freaking love everything about Dartrix. So without further ado, let's proceed into number 3. Oh my goodness, Marshtomp. Where did it start? I mean, let's talk about Brock. Like, I love Brock's interaction with the Swampert or the Mudkip and Marshtomp Pokemon he has. Like, Everything about Brock's interaction with that, the thing that he loves using it to like search for things, like search for direction and stuff. I love the derpy design. Like, just look at that. How derpy it looks. And not to mention, derpy is essentially the awkward face between a cute little mudkip and the badass Swampert. Mix it together in just a freaking design. So yes, this list is gonna primarily revolve around designs and anime appearances, so be warned on that one. So yes, number 3, it's Marsh Stomp. Let's proceed to number 2. Welcome to the final iteration of my top 5 starter mini series in my top 5 videos. This time we are going to be counting my top 5 starter final evolution. And as for any of my top 5 goes, my top 5 is based on my opinion. If you don't agree, let's have a discussion in the comment section below, and tell me in the comment section which is your favorite final evolution starter Pokemon. Without further ado, if you do enjoy my content, if you want more top 5 anime and Pokemon related content, without further ado, just click that like, subscribe if you haven't already. Without further ado, let's get on with the video, shall we? Number 5 would be Cinderace. I mean, it's a recent Pokemon and one of the recent starter that I absolutely adore. Like, it's just a cute and energetic, awesome bundle of joy kind of Pokemon. And out of all of the starter Pokemon and in Pokemon Sword and Shield, I actually fell in love with Cinderace the first time it was introduced in the trailer. I mean, for me, the other two is just either too gamey or too edgy. Like, what's the Sabl's evolution again? That Pokemon is just, for me, it's just too edgy, and the other is, I feel like it's also too gamey. So I think for me, the perfect adorableness and coolness is definitely on Cinderace's design overall. So based on design alone, it's definitely one of my favorite starter of Pokemon Sword and Shield, and enough to definitely end up in my top 5. Without further ado, let's go ahead with the number 4, shall we? Number 4. I mean, I was Team Squirtle all the way through, so of course I'm gonna be putting Blastoise on the top 5, on my top 5 list, and it's my number 4 spot. I mean, what can I say? I mean, 2 giant cannons on a turtle. Peak, and the fact that it's canon that our rival, both in games, in the manga, and even in the anime, uses a Blastoise. Just saying. I'm just saying. Gary using a Blastoise, badass. Ash using a Charizard, awesome as fuck. So yes. Yes. I am gonna be Team Squirtle all the way through, and yet number 3, you will be surprised on who it is. I mean, I may be Team Squirtle. I would be biased to no. Despite the fact that this Pokemon is already overrated as fuck, I would not be biased enough against Charizard, because in the anime world, as an anime fan, I know how iconic, how huge of an impact in the anime world it is. I mean, it's one of Ash's main go-to Pokemon. It's one of his strongest Pokemon. So of course, it will not be a proper top 5 list if oh my god, I keep stuttering. If I don't put Charizard. Design-wise, it is a really awesome one. My Charizard it's a shiny, of course. An awesome black dragon, even though it's not a dragon, despite the fact that we can dragonize it with the power of Mega Evolution, the power of the rings. So yes. Number 3 is Charizard, just because of the big impact it has in anime in general, because it's a very iconic Pokemon that Ash and Red uses. So yes, number 3 on the list. Number 3 on the list is Charizard. Let's proceed to number